Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, A Little Bit of Everything with Erin. Today we'll be doing a tutorial with your silhouette cameo. I recently had a message on my Facebook group asking me if I can show how to make the outline for a letter or an image that you're doing with fabric. So you can do a fabric overlay with HTV. I don't have anything that I need to make with fabric today, so I'm just going to show you how to make the letters and how you would go ahead and cut it. So first you want to pick a font for the letter. I like to use something that's bold and easy to read. One of my favorites is Impact. And then just type out the letter that you need. We'll make this larger so it's easier for you to see. Then you can fill this with a color or the type of fabric you're using. I like to do that mainly because I like to visualize what the end product will be. So we'll go ahead and fill, and if we hit the fill panel and go to the third option, that's a pattern. And it gives you some already patterns that are in here. We'll just pick one randomly here. And you can always just take a picture of the fabric that you're using and import it into the letter by dropping it in. Give you the same idea. So now we need to start our border. So we'll have our image highlighted and then we'll go to offset, which is on the right hand side, and it's the double star. Then you'll want to click on the offset key. This is where you'll have to make some adjustments based on how you want your end product to look. It automatically goes to your corners being rounded, but you can change that to sharp edges. And I typically like to do that when I'm using a bold letter just so everything looks the same. And then you would either change your distance if you wanted it to be further out, further in, however you like it. With the first one, you do want it a little bit further out. I'm actually going to change this to 0.13 and hit apply. And there's that. So then we're going to click on our letter again. This time we're going to do an internal offset, and I'm actually going to zoom into the letter so it'll be a little easier for you to see. Now we see a red line was made again, and we want this to come over the fabric so that we have enough space for it to hold it down, but still have a nice border and still be able to read the letter. So I do want this to come a little bit further down, so I'm going to change the distance on this also to 0.13, excuse me. Again, this is a decision that you'll have to make because it is your project. And I'm going to hit apply. Now I'm just going to move the colored pattern letter for a minute here, and I'm going to take these two, the offset and the internal offset, and I'm going to click them both, right click, and hit make compound path. This way it's now one piece instead of two separate pieces. So we'll need a contrast color that we're going to cut our HTV out in. And goodness, we picked a funny pattern to do this with, huh? Let's go with this dark blue. And we'll just back out here really quick. So the mixed polka dotted color back here, that would be your fabric that you cut out. And then this blue would be your HTV. You would get your shirt or whatever fabric you're putting this piece of fabric on, and you would use some sticking bond and put it down. And if you're into sewing, you could stitch it on there too, but this is to help not do the stitching part and help clean up the edges of the fabric. So the HTV would be layered right over that, and you would press it or use your iron, whichever way you do, and this would hold the fabric in and keep those edges of the fabric clean because now it can't be pulled. And just for visual, I'm going to go ahead and take the cut lines off so that you can see it all said and done. So I hope that helps and it answers some questions that you may have had. If you have any further questions, you can leave a comment down below. I do try to answer those in a timely manner. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. You can share this as well, that helps me out. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, and if you hit that bell on the top of the page, that'll give you notifications anytime I post new videos. Until next time, guys, happy crafting!